If you're a D2C brand spending tens of thousands of dollars on meta ads, but have no clue on what creatives to run next week or next month, while your current ads are dying, this is for you. If you're thinking, oh, I'm just gonna ask my video editor to change the font and patch it up, run it again, you need to stop. Because changing the wrapper without understanding the core reason your ads are dying isn't a solution. It's a band-aid. And let me guess, how long does it last until it hits the fatigue again? A week or so, probably. And now you're in an endless cycle of tweaking the videos. Over the last 30 days, I helped more than 30 plus brands save their dying ROAS while they find a new winning creative. And I did all this without shooting a single second of new footage. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how. I've been in the marketing and e-commerce industry for the past 10 years, and I've seen so many brands that burn cash with the ads simply because they were putting too much money on creatives and concepts that have not been proven. So I decided to build a system that helps brands scale their proven winners instead of starting from blank. And today I'm going to show you how I did that. Now, if your ad performance wasn't exactly up to your expectations, you should know this. Your ads aren't dying from frequency. They're dying from message to stage mismatch. What I mean by that is people on different stage of buying journey needs to hear different messages. But most of the brands, they just repeat the same message to everyone. And today, we'll dismantle the ad fatigue and reveal the 3-stage sequencing strategy so you can stop the meaningless work of tweaking little things like font. Now, let me tell you a story. A D2C brand was running ad and it was doing pretty well until 3 to 4 weeks later, it didn't. What people usually do is maybe changing text overlay or having another creator shoot the same thing. But the new ad is also most likely die within 2 to 3 weeks again, and you have to repeat the same process. So you end up with this cycle of revision hell. Does it sound familiar to you? The real reason your ads are dying isn't because it's boring. It's not that your customers got tired of it. It's because you failed to give them new tangible value within the first 2 seconds of the video. The real name of this phenomenon is message to stage mismatch, meaning you're not showing the message this person needs to hear at this stage. So let me elaborate. There are 3 stages of potential customers. First one is the cold traffic. People who see your ad for the first time. You need to be warming them up. You can't just pitch your discount or promotion because they don't know who you are. It doesn't matter whether your product is cheap, whether your product is $1 or $1,000 or $10,000. They don't know you enough to want to buy from you. You need to state the problem they're having. Do you want a healthy way to lose weight while you're breastfeeding? Do you feel tired after workout? And after they realize their problem, they become warm audience, which is the second type of potential customers. You need to provide social proof or pitch why your solution is better than your competitors, why this works, how this works. They know they have a problem and your product is the solution to their problem, but they just haven't made a decision on whether to buy from you or not, why they should buy your product instead of 100 other supplements. And the last type of audience is hot audience. They finally came to the conclusion state. They're already hot enough to make decision. They probably already added your product to cart, but they just want the last nudge. So you throw them promotions, discounts, give them urgency on why they should act on it. With this simple alignment of message to audience, you can increase the conversion rate by 34%. And you can do all these without filming a new creative. Just remix the clips based on the customer's awareness level. And at this point, you're probably thinking, okay, I understand. But how do I shoot all that new creative for each target audience? It just takes too much money. Here's the crazy part. You don't need to shoot a single second of new footage. You can use the process I call asset atomization. You take your existing creatives, decompose them into atomic level, and just reassemble them into new creative. In this way, you can squeeze the living life out of your existing ads. So let me give you a live example. The left video is the original ad of a royalty-free sample music packs, and the right one is a remix version of the ad using my framework. You finally found the only sample pack label that really offers sounds made by real artists. So let me show you how these ads look like. And the remix version goes like this. So it's the exact same footage, but I framed it differently. So according to their website, it says their sample has been used by these famous DJs. So I took their information and used as an authority hook. But you give them names. This is played by Sosa, Detlef, real famous artists, people who are interested in this product but weren't sure enough to explore. They would immediately be interested in this product because it's used by real artists that they can recognize, right? I'll give you another example. Okay, so take a look at these. These are the exact same ad, and the left one is the original video, and the right one is the video that I remixed.
Wait a minute. Every time we go out to lunch, what is going on with this ring? Who are you, Miss Bryant? What's happening right now?
Okay, no, it wasn't that. It's less than $100.
No way. This thing is like.
No, it's 8 carats.
You can buy a house or you can buy a ring. What are we doing here?
It's 8 carats, but it's on TikTok and it's streaming forever.
Holy flip.
Okay.
All right. And then the remix version goes like this.
It's less than $100.
No way. This thing is like.
No, it's 8 carats.
You can buy a house or you can buy a ring.
Now see the difference, right? This one is more like native content. This is for a warmer audience, but it doesn't give much salesy vibe because the video itself is very raw and UGC-like. I just added text hook, skip to the part where she says it's less than $100 and boyfriend not believing her because it's a common hook for native contents, but at the same time it appeals to price sensitive audience. And then I want to show you the last one. The left one is the original video and the right one is the remix version I created.
In 2 weeks, my skin was smoother, it was brighter, and so much healthier. I wasn't gonna try another skincare product, admittedly. Like, I was so over it. I was spending so much money, and nothing ever worked. But
and then the remix goes like this.
I was spending so much money, and nothing ever worked. But this duo, in 2 weeks, my skin was smoother, it was brighter, and
So you see how it works, right? So I bring out the part that she spent too much money on skincare products and she didn't want to try another one. But this is one that she's settling for. And then I edit text hook to give the context within like 0.5 seconds. I'm not saying which one is better because you can't really know until you actually run them. But the concept is to minimize the effort of creating a new content. Use your existing asset to the very last drop. But I gotta admit, remixed ad might look ugly. Might not look super fancy because I'm chopping up here and there. But I guarantee this is way more efficient in terms of the economics, in terms of the ROAS, in terms of the profitability. Because to the ad algorithm, your customer, these ads are completely new ones. They have new value. So to summarize, if your ad performance drops, do not just change the wrapper, change the value of the ad. Use your existing ads, decompose them into atomic level, rearrange and assemble them to convey different value. Take one video, change the hooks, body, CTA, and align the message for cold, warm, hot audience. Then you're gonna end up with dozens of new creatives. Now, I've given you all the secret to crush the ad fatigue and lower the CPA. You can open up Premiere Pro and apply asset atomization yourself. But if you're too busy scaling your business and would rather have someone to do it for you, we're here for you. That's what I do. Just fill in the form in the description and I'll send 3 remix versions of your winning ads for completely free. If you run them and it doesn't work, you can toss it out. You have nothing to lose. So if you like to scale your ads without the heavy work of reshooting everything, go ahead and fill out the form. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.